There's no peace in a man who surrenders to chaos. No honor in the one who takes poison, calls it love, and drinks it like it's medicine slowly, knowingly, until it kills him. Men today aren't falling to war or hunger, they're falling to softness. A warm smile, a tender kiss, a voice that doesn't scream but whispers just enough to wrap around your spine like a vine, tight, gentle, deadly. And when he finally breaks, no one cries, because he agreed to the fall. Marcus Aurelius didn't fall like that. He didn't kneel for comfort. He didn't beg the storm to stop. He stood in it and outlasted it. He didn't chase feelings, she trained his mind. Left behind his wisdom not as poetry, but as armor. You have power over your mind, he said. Not outside events, but look around. Today's man? He's handed over both. He gives her the keys to his peace, his direction, even his identity, and then calls it love when it's actually surrender. So hear me. What I'm about to tell you won't just protect you from her. It'll protect you, from the version of yourself that forgot who he is. There are 10 behaviors no man should ever allow in a relationship. Not because you're afraid to lose her, but because you refuse to lose yourself. If you tolerate them, you're not in love. You're enslaved. Number 1. Public mockery. The side comments, the smirks, the jokes she makes about you in front of others, followed by, relax, I'm just playing. A woman who loves you, defends you in public even if she disagrees in private. What injures the hive injures the bee, Marcus wrote. The little digs wear you down, and when you allow them, you're not a man in love. You're a man being slowly erased. Number 2. Emotional roller coasters. She's affectionate one day, distant the next. You never know what version of her you'll get. You've mistaken volatility for passion, but it's not passion, it's dysfunction. Nowhere can a man find a quieter retreat than in his own soul. But if your home is a war zone, there is no retreat, only defense. Number 3. Attention, seeking obsession. She craves likes, comments, and digital applause, shows more skin than soul, justifies it as confidence. But if the crowd sees more of her than you do, that's not confidence, it's insecurity in disguise. It's not death a man should fear, Marcus said, but never beginning to live. If she lives through the eyes of strangers, she can never fully see you. Number 4. Intimacy as currency. She gives sex as reward, withdraws it as punishment, turns connection into a transaction. You end up begging for closeness like a man starving at a feast that's never meant for him. That's not love. That's power. And if lust controls you, you've already lost control of your life. Number 5. Undermining your purpose. She doesn't believe in your mission. She interrupts your grind, laughs at your goals unless they benefit her directly. That's not partnership, it's sabotage in disguise. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. But how can you be that man when every move forward is met with resistance or ridicule? If any of that stings, it should. That's your wake-up call. Let's keep going. Number 6. Competing instead of building. She treats the relationship like a race, one-upping you, comparing salaries, achievements, followers. Your success becomes a threat, not a win for the team. Ambition, Marcus warned, is tying your well-being to what others do or say. If you're always being measured, you're not a partner, you're a rival. Number 7. Weaponized sympathy. She uses her past to justify present damage. Wounds you, then says, "It's my trauma," turns your heart into her emotional landfill. And you? You apologize for asking for peace. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy, Marcus said. But this isn't revenge, it's a trap. And if you stay, it will bleed you dry. Number 8. Entitlement without effort. She expects king-level treatment, but brings peasant-level contribution. She critiques, never builds. Wants the castle, resents the crown. So others hurt me, that's their problem. True. But when her expectations become your prison, you're not in love, you're in service. Number 9. Boundary testing. She lies in small ways, keeps friends you've questioned, flirts under the mask of, it's harmless. It's not betrayal, it's erosion. Bit by bit she watches to see if you'll react. If it's not right, do not do it. But if she does it, and you stay quiet, you've already failed the test. And when you fail one, more follow. Number 10. Dead silence. Not the silence of peace, but of disconnect. She no longer cares enough to fight. Doesn't ask, doesn't argue, doesn't see you. You're not her lover anymore. You're furniture. And that's the deepest cut, because fire can be reignited. But indifference? That's the final goodbye dressed as routine. Marcus once said, "When you rise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive. But if waking up next to her feels like dying quietly every day, you've already surrendered the gift." These aren't quirks. They're toxins. Slow acting. And most men drink it daily because the lie feels safer than the truth. But a few rare men hear this and wake up. They realize love without respect is just servitude in disguise. With a smile. Let's be clear. Your downfall doesn't begin with her behavior. It begins with your silence. Every time you ignore the red flags. Every time you stay quiet to keep the peace. Marcus said, "A man should be upright, not kept upright." But too many men are held up by hope, fear, or nostalgia. They study her moods like weather forecasts, tiptoe around her attitude, call it being a good man. But it's not. It's fear. And fear turns warriors into ghosts. You want strength? It's not absorbing everything she throws at you. It's walking away calmly, without drama, with clarity. You don't owe her a meltdown. You owe yourself peace. True power? It's in silence. Not the silence of defeat, the silence of awakening. You stop chasing. You stop explaining. You stop bleeding for someone who uses your pain to feel alive. And that silence? That's not retreat. It's rebirth. Be like the cliff, Marcus said, against which waves crash, but it stands firm. That's the man you become. Not louder, not harder, just immovable. He doesn't seek peace. He embodies it. And the woman who used to manipulate him with silence now trembles when he gives it back with purpose. Because this man doesn't bend for approval. He stands for something higher. And once he rebuilds, he never trades his kingdom to sit in anyone else's audience again. So when you wake tomorrow, remember, you have work to do as a man. Protect your peace, guard your purpose, honor your mind. That's the real power. And if this message hits something in your chest, don't keep it. Pass it on. Another man is still asleep.